Hi everyone, my name's Ombre. Welcome to this tricks and technique video. Over the course of January we've been doing 31 different tricks and techniques. Everything's different, everything gives you an insight into how I craft, my storage capabilities or failures or whatever you want to call it, whether you like it, whether you don't like it. Things that I've learned or come up with over my crafting years. Today this is one of my most ingenious solutions. These are my glitters and I keep them in salt pots. Not only do they look pretty, but they're functional and they've got a purpose. And they're just on my shelf all the time and they're just there for when I need them. I want to be able to kind of show you them like that so you can see the range of colours and how it looks. But that's how I store my glitters, and that's what we're going to be looking at today, glitter. And we're going to make a glitter background, an ombre effect glitter background. Ombre basically means the toning of hues, and when I say hues it's the colour hue. That's my accent saying it wrong. But it's the toning of colour throughout a variable degree. It can be any colour, it doesn't have to be pale to dark. An ombre is just a merge of the tone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with some double-sided tape. And I'm going to affix this to a piece of cardstock. And I'm hoping I can get it relatively straight. Now I know I'm going to have to trim the edges with my best scissors, and I know this is my pet hate, using adhesive with them, and I've just done the adhesive video to be able to clean your scissors and things with the adhesive remover, so look out for that one if you've ever got an issue with getting adhesive on your scissors, or especially your best scissors. So all I'm doing is I've put the double-sided adhesive on one side, and now I'm just trimming it to fit, because this could be a background for a card, it could be a centerpiece you're going to add a sentiment to, something like that. So we want our adhesive to fit. So now it does. And I can clean my scissors later, as I say, with my adhesive remover. So get rid of those little bits. So now you've seen my glitter colours, and I've got lots of different glitters. Mine are from sticks2.co.uk. I'll put the details at the bottom. They have a very wide range of different colour glitters. So I've got the double-sided adhesive on my card. All I have to do now is make sure I press it down and I peel it off. Now because we're going to go for an ombre effect, we're going to use plain paper underneath, and instead of just one sheet we're going to use two, because we want to make sure that each colour of glitter that we use, I'm just going to push my glitters back so that there's a little bit more light. Each colour of glitter that we use, we don't waste it after we've poured it on, we tip it back into the pot. So the first colour I'm going to use is a gold. I'm going to start off, now because I've got mine in a shaker, it comes out nice and easily. So I'm going to just simply shake it on at the bottom, and then I'm going to take off the top of the glitter, give it a tap, and where I haven't used the excess of glitter, I'm going to pop this back in the glitter pot, as it were, like that. There we go. All gone back in the pot. Now I can go to another colour. Just put the top back on for that. And I'm going to go for, it's like a greeny, olivey colour. I'm going to sprinkle it on. Now where the two colours cross, I'm simply just going to run my finger through it and give it a little bit of a mix. Shake off the excess, and now you can see the kind of like merge. It's not, it looks worse on camera than it actually is. They kind of just merge into each other. So I put this to one side and I do the same again. Tip the excess back into my pot, because you can use this again. And there we go, back in the pot. And put the lid back on. Oops. Then I'm going to go for a different colour. I'm going to go for a nice aqua colour. So we're going to do the same process again. Oops, forgetting what I'm doing there. Shake on the glitter like that, and where they may, just give them a little bit of a rub between the two blends. Tap off the excess. Put that one to one side, and it is literally following this all the way to the top of whatever you're using to create your glitter card. Now I'm going to go back and use the other two again, and so I'm going to use the green at that section like that. Remember to tip downwards for where the glitter already is, that way, because if you go the other way then you're going to get glitter onto the adhesive that you've not covered yet. Tap off your excess, put that to one side, and then back to filling up the glitter pot. Now where I've used salt pots for my glitter, I decided that these were the easiest and simplest method for me to store my glitter, because you could still shake glitter out, you can control it through the actual top of the pot, whether you wanted a little or a lot, like that. And then they're easy to fill back up again. So then I just have to blend it along the edge, tap off the excess, and that is our gorgeous glitter card. And it's such great effect where the colours meet and cross over, and you've got the extra blue into the green and the gold rising up to the green. It's just so pretty, and it's a great way of using glitter. Maybe you're not a glitter person, maybe you think glitter's not for you, or you only use it at Christmas. Well, this way, if you use any cardstock that's glittered and you run out, maybe you could use your own. It's a great method to be able to make something that you can use. It just looks so much fun. Glitter on cards. You don't always want glitter on cards, but glitter on cards can just bring it to life sometimes. and it doesn't have to be in your face. I've used it to the extreme here. But just a hint of glitter on something, on a die cut or a sticker, something like that, it can just bring it all to life and give it a new lease of life. So I hope this has helped with a trick and technique. I hope you're enjoying our tricks and techniques. 31 days of lots of everything, something different every day. And please comment, please click that like button. If you've got anything to say, be kind. And I'd just like to say thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.